Tom McKee here for CBC Television Sports and the 1976 Olympics. We'll be bringing you coverage of every event every day at the 1976 Games. Thousands of athletes taking part from most of the nations around the world. You'll have an opportunity to see their best.
I declare open the Olympic Games of 1976, celebrating the 21st Olympiad of the modern era.
Olympic record, 3:55.24, Brian Goodell, United States, today in qualifying for the final. Canada. And in the center of the pool, in lane number 4, it'll be Brian Goodell of the United States from Mission Viejo, California. The men's 400-meter freestyle finals for the world record.
United States. Up to now, they've been playing short and anthems, by the way. That's probably what you'll see here, or hear here. Winning a gold medal in the Olympics.
Well, my first event in the Olympics in Montreal was the 1500-meter freestyle. It was the day after the opening ceremony. And before that race started, when I was in warm-up, I started to get some butterflies. And then as the pre-race introductions progressed, I was so nervous that when they called us to the blocks, I realized I couldn't feel my arms or my legs. I'd hyperventilated so much. So the race started, and I got into the race, and finally, as I got into the race, I began to get into my comfort zone. I was in third place near the midpoint of the race, and going into the final third of the race, where you really have to go through the pain barrier. At that moment, I began to visualize the award ceremony, which I had visualized thousands of times before with my affirmations and my goal cards, and when I was swimming, and when I was sleeping, and when I was in class in high school. And that picture didn't match up, because in this case, the picture I was standing on the third level getting the bronze medal, and the picture that I had held so tight and programmed in my mind was the gold medal. And so something inside said, no way! And I started to be able to reach a little further in front, push the water further behind. And at that moment, I could separate the pain and the gasping for air and the oxygen debt and the lactic acid buildup. I could separate that from my mind, which was just, I could just be the pilot pushing the controls to the full. I learned a lot of my visualization and goal-setting techniques in a Pacific Institute course back in 1975, and I was able to take those techniques and do my affirmations on a daily basis to build up confidence in my mind, and also to help me perform in practice. To play Olympics in practice is really what I did on a daily basis, so that by the time I went to the Olympic trials in Long Beach in 1976, I knew I was going to win my events, and I knew I was going to break the world records, and I did that. Well, I usually tell the same story to young swimmers today, and explain that they can do anything they want to do in the world, that if they want it bad enough, and they believe in it, and that they purposefully focus their energy on visualizing those results in advance and practice like every day is the actual event. When they can do whatever they want. Doesn't matter whether it's winning a gold medal in the Olympics, if it's performing on a stage, in a piano recital, or in a concert, or an orchestra, or any other thing. The President of the United States, I mean, anything like that is certainly possible. So that's really the message that I like to share.